Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of our travels around Oz. This video we will be going from Western Australia and making it into the Northern Territory. Before we leave WA, we stopped in at the spectacular place called the Bungle Bungles. This one has been on the bucket list for a while now and it was quite a unique experience. The National Park road in is a long and quite rough road, so take your time while driving in. It took us roughly 2 hours to get into the park from the main highway, but it's so worth it once you're here. The first hike we did was the Domes, which was an easy 700 metre loop. Then we did the Cathedral Gorge track, which was a 2-kilometre return to the car park. We then got back in the car and made our way to Echidna chasm, which was another hour's drive away, and then the walk was a 2-kilometre return hike. It started off by taking us through a riverbed with palm trees surrounding us. We then made it to the chasm at the end, and if you time it well enough, the light hits right down the middle, making the rock glow. After this, we then had to drive another 2 hours back out of the national park, so all up, it's 5 hours of driving.
Alright guys, so we're just leaving Kununurra now. We've stayed here at the Discovery Parks at Lake Kununurra for 2 nights. It's a pretty good park, right in the kind of, I don't know if it's the Ord River, I think so. And yeah, it's $50 a night there for power, which wasn't too bad. And pretty much just kind of stocked up again after the gib and did a bit of cleaning and all that type
Cleaned
of stuff.
a bit of dirt.
We were pretty devo too. Ivanhoe crossing was closed. We've been waiting pretty much like 4 or 5 years since our first trip to check that out. But unfortunately, it's closed, so we had to look anyway and droned it and had a little fish there. But now we're going to head down to Lake Argyle.
Yeah, so we've also been wanting to go to Lake Argyle for quite a while too. They got the infinity pool there. But yeah, we've paid for that, but it was $100
$100
a night.
Yeah, which was ridiculous. So I don't know why that is, but I mean they do have kind of the only caravan park on the kind of lake.
Yeah, so we decided we'll just do 1 night there because it's pretty dear. So then we'll be heading to Northern Territory. Alrighty, so we left Lake Argyle this morning. It wasn't too bad of a stay. It was really nice sort of campground, and we had a swim in their infinity pool. That's what they're sort of known for. But definitely, I think 1 night was enough. There's not really that much to do.
Yeah, I think you can do like a cruise around the lake and stuff, but we didn't do that. And yeah, it's quite different in real life. Like that infinity pool on Instagram and that looks really big and looks quite nice, but still nice, but there's a lot of people and kids, and it's quite a small pool.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, definitely worth it to check it out while you're there. And I'm sure the lake tour would be cool as well. But we just crossed the border. We're in the NT now, so we've got an hour and a half ahead. And when you're coming from WA to NT, you don't need to worry about fruit and veg. You can bring whatever through. It's only if you're going from NT to WA is when you've got to worry about the quarantine. Yeah. So we're going to punch about, I think, 5.5 hours up to Katherine and probably stop there for the night. And yeah, go from there. Alright, so we just came down a bit further to where the Daly River ends and kind of bridges, and we just set the drone up while we were driving across the bridge, and there's a big kind of salty just sitting there. We just head out the water waiting for some fish to come down, so that was pretty cool. And just have a little flick around here, see if we can get any bites, and yeah. Guys, so we left Katherine this morning and made our way up to Daly River. It's about 3 hours northwest of Katherine, kind of in between Katherine and Darwin. And yeah, last time we were up here we didn't get to come here, so we thought we'd come and check it out. And we're staying at the Daly River Barra Resort. It's pretty chilled. It's just kind of like
nice. You're in between like all the trees and stuff.
All the trees and the powered and unpowered sites.
Yeah, and they actually do barra charters from here, but unfortunately they're all booked out.
We thought we might have fluked one and kind of been able to do one. But anyway, we will go have a fish kind of on the banks of the river, see if we can get a barra. But it is pretty late in the season, so yeah, it's probably not the best timing. But anyway, we'll give it a go. And then we're going to make our way up to Darwin probably tomorrow afternoon. Right guys, so we left Daly River this morning. I thought we might have fluked getting a charter, but they're all booked out for the next kind of week. But that's alright, we had a bit of a fish on the bank. I did see a little barra, but didn't get him, and a few other little fish, but oh well, got to keep trying. And we just made it to Robin Falls. It's about an hour and a half from the Daly River, up near Adelaide River. And it's a little 1 kilometre return walk to a little kind of swimming hole, and you can also camp here as well, and it's dog friendly, so yeah, if you're passing through it's probably worth checking out. Alright guys, we made it to Darwin yesterday, and we're just down at, I think, Casuarina beach, dog-friendly beach down here, kind of not far from the city.
Yeah, it's quite a wide beach too, which is nice. So you don't have to be right along the water with the crocs.
With the dogs, so yeah, it's quite a nice big beach.
Yeah.
So we're just having a walk and take the dogs for a bit of run down here, and yeah, might go to the pub this afternoon.
Yeah. Alrighty guys, so this morning we went to Marlow Lagoon, which is just out of Palmerston in Darwin, and that was awesome. It had like a big main off-leash dog section, but then it had what would be a normal dog park, but about 3 of them, with little like hoops and tunnels and all that kind of thing. It was just really well sectioned off, especially if you have a reactive dog or something. There's lots of ways you can avoid people and get out. It's just a really nice big area.
Yeah, the only thing was the actual lagoon. There was a sign saying croc sighting.
Yeah.
So we're a bit hesitant letting the dogs having a swim there, but it would be awesome if it was croc free, because the dogs could have a swim and run around, and it's really...
Yeah, I don't know if that's like a permanent thing or if they just like sighted a croc recently or something. So I mean, yeah, it would have been perfect, but the dogs ended up swimming in the water troughs anyway, because they were quite big. So if you have a dog and you either live in Darwin or visiting, it's a good little spot to take them.
Yeah, and now we're going to head into Parap markets, which is kind of just not far from Darwin CBD, and go for a wander and maybe get some lunch and look around, and that's our kind of last day in Darwin. Yeah,
we haven't been to these markets before. They're supposed to be more of like a farmer's market vibe than the main beach ones, but anyway, last day in Darwin. Alrighty guys, so we just finished our week up in Darwin. Most of it was work, but we got to do a few things on the weekend, which was good.
And we're heading out to Dundee Beach today, so pretty keen. We haven't been here before, and we're staying at kind of the tavern, which has a holiday park on it as well. I'm going to stay there for 2, maybe 3 nights, and pretty excited as well because tomorrow we're booked in for Top End Safari Camp to do the day tour. So we'll show you what we get up to over the next few days.
Good morning guys, so we've just left now to go to the Top End Safari.
We're doing the afternoon day tour, and we got to get there about 1 o'clock, and then I think it goes for about 4 hours, and we're doing a mixture of activities. We've got airboat, helicopter ride, croc feeding, and a bit of a tour of the place. Yeah, and it's only 20 minutes from the caravan park as well, so it's not too far, which is good. If you're staying in Darwin too, or flying in, they pick you up from a few different spots in Darwin too if you want. But because we're already at Dundee, we're just going to drive. It's only 20-30 minutes, so pretty excited. We're very excited to do this. Monique's been wanting to do it for a while, so let's get into it.
Once we made it to Top End Safari Camp, we were greeted by the staff and allowed to explore the place a bit. We had a beautiful lunch and got a rundown for the day ahead. First up was our helicopter ride. This gave us a good view of the property and where we would be going later on in the day. We even spotted some wild buffaloes and pigs. Lox and I ended up getting split up on the helicopter, but it worked out well as we both got the front seat, which actually had no door, giving us a much better view. Next up was feeding the big rescue crocs, then making our way to the airboats to see what else we could find. Alrighty guys, so that's a wrap on the top end safari at Matt Wright's. That was absolutely awesome. Such a sick day.
Yeah, so jam-packed full of different activities.
Yeah.
And yeah, probably got to be up there with one of the best tours I've done.
Definitely. It's so worth it just to like really see the crocs in the wild. And obviously like the boat and the helicopter's a bonus as well, just to see. I think it's a pretty good price when you do start to look at like helicopters tours and stuff. It's obviously a bit more, but that's the only thing you get to do. So this is just like a full jam-packed day. So much fun. If you don't have dogs, obviously you can sleep over, but we've got dogs, so we just opted to do the day tour, but still so worth it. Yeah, we had a great time.
Yeah, I think pretty unreal to do the airboat. Like,
yeah.
I can literally go on water like that deep.
Yeah.
Pretty gnarly, and
like we could see the bottom. It was like really shallow.
That was really cool. We've done a helicopter before, but that was cool because it was a small one, and literally me and Monique both had front seats. We got split up. Yeah. But we
it was
both
probably
got the
better
best
we
spot.
Yeah, we both got to see the front.
And yeah, it was awesome. And then a little cruise at the end. And yeah, just definitely recommend coming here and checking it out if you're up near Darwin. Up feed, top off your day. Alright guys, so we're just going to go down and check out 5 Mile Beach. It's about 10-15 minutes from kind of where we're staying at Dundee Beach. And yeah, there's meant to be a little kind of few rivers, and there used to be actually be camping there, which would have been pretty cool. Yeah, it would have been nice too. It's right on the beach, so we're going to go check it out, take the dogs for a run on the beach, maybe have a fish, and yeah, have a bit of a relaxed arvo. Alright guys, so we just stayed in Katherine last night, and we thought we'd come down for a morning swim at the hot springs, and it's pretty nice down here. We've been here before, but
yeah, it's already pretty busy as well, and it's 9 o'clock, so get here early if you want to have a swim. But we're going to head to Daly Waters pub today. Yep. So it's about 3
3-hour drive, so yeah, we'll do a shop and get on the road.